Hey, it's your boy Skeatur Fool, and I just jumped off the porch, man. I'm in here with my boy Dirty Glove Bastard. We out here.
Giddy up. Boy, you know I'm country. Giddy up. If you ain't talking about the money, giddy up.
All right, so we got the one and only Skeatur Jones jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, man.
Hey, man. Pleasure to be here, man.
Yes, sir, man. How you feeling today, too?
Man, you know, I'm blessed every day. You know, every day I can wake up and have life in my body, man. I got something to be thankful for. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
man. It looks like you're in good company today, too.
Oh, yeah, man. I keep Skeeter dolls around me all the time.
What's a Skeeter dog? Hold on. What?
Dolls.
Oh, dolls. I was about to say, okay,
man.
okay.
They dolled up, baby.
There you go, man.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a country/Midwest thing.
Understood. Yeah, because you're from East St. Louis, man.
Yeah.
East St. Louis, Illinois, by the way.
Yeah,
too,
man. Put emphasis on that East, man.
Yeah, which is a completely different city than St. Louis, for people that don't know.
Yeah, for people that don't know, yeah, it's across the river, man.
You got to cross that bridge, right?
Man. Hey, make sure you come correct.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
for folks that never been there like myself, man, what can you tell us about East St. Louis then?
You know, man, it's 89 blocks of terror.
89 blocks of terror.
That's the best way to explain it, man. You know, but you got a lot of loving individuals. You got a lot of phenomenal talent. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, we do what we do, man. It's kind of like city and country.
Okay.
You know, that's why you see me as an urban country artist. You know what I mean?
So you'll see some horses in East St. Louis?
Oh
Is
yeah,
this what you're telling me?
for sure.
Okay.
For sure, man. You know, man, it's a little bit of country in a lot of us. You know, especially us colored folks. You know what I mean? A lot of our roots come from the South anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a lot of different forms of being country. You know, just like country grandma Nelly.
Yep.
Perfect example. You know, because ultimately when I'm here, St. Louis is, you know, East St. Louis is all home for me because, you know, I was, you know, getting around on both sides.
Okay.
You know, you got some people that never, ever cross, bro.
Really?
It's crazy, man. You know, but yeah.
What are some of the main differences between the two then?
It's I don't know, it's hard to explain, man. You know, you gotta be there to really, you know, I had to take you one day
Okay.
and ride you around on the east side, then ride you around on the St. I mean, both of them real though, you know. I don't have nothing bad to say, man, but as you know, we got a lot of, you know, artists and traction that's going on our way right now. So I'm here to represent it on the country perspective.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
So if I go to East St. Louis, where are we going, man? Where's some of the sites I need to see, man? Places to eat,
Well,
places to shop, or just, you know, where should we go?
oh
man?
no, man. Yeah, you ain't gonna do too much. I mean, you know, you can go to 25th and State Street. You know, it's a little shopping plaza, but yeah, man. Yeah, East St. Louis ain't really the market for that.
It's
You know
not
what
the
I'm
tourist
saying?
attraction.
It's a market for other things. You know what I'm saying? But no, to be honest, you know, I personally would take you to my hood, South End, which is the first. Soon as you cross the river, it's the first neighborhood in East St. Louis. You know what I mean? Run you through Deuce 9, take you over to Charlie Park. Now, East St. Louis, a lot of people say, don't, you know, when you go over there, don't stop at no stop sign type of situation, right? But Charlie Park is like where East St. Louis folks be like, hey, man, you know, you be careful when you go over there. You feel me? So, yeah, but shit, it's all love for me, man. I'm well respected and loved. You know what I'm saying? And really, we just trying to get it to a perspective where we one of the most, I want to be able to change it to one of the most thriving cities, you know, in America and show how we can unify. Maybe even get that Black Wall Street thing going again.
Okay, yeah. So talk about your experience coming up there too.
Man, you know, I can truly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it was like definitely an experience. You had to know how to fight. Like, ain't no way around it. A nerd will box your head off. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But on top of that, the sports, very competitive. You know, I go from being in church with my mother as the music minister, playing the drums, singing lead songs, but going to school, you know, football, you know, one of the stars, really played all sports, you know, at one point in time or another, and was, you know, pretty good at it. But I did everything to get out of class, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was, you know, I was in the band, the marching band, the choir, the orchestra, anything to get out of class legally, legitimately, I did it. Yeah.
I dig it. And what drew you to the choir and all that at first then? Besides just getting out of class?
Well, music just been a part of my life, man. Like I said, my mother was the music minister at our church, so I grew up in church. But, you know, I would leave church and be with all my, you know, thugging out cousins, you know what I'm saying, doing the total opposite of what they do in church. So I had both. I had a good balance, man, overall. Yeah.
And you learned how to play instruments at a young age, right?
Yeah. I started in the 4th grade playing the trombone. By junior high, I was brass section leader. Then I saw all the girls, you know what I'm saying. As you see, I love to be around women, but all the girls love the drummers. So I ran through the whole drum line, you know, from the snare to the, you know, everything, bro. So, you know, and then I was playing drums in church. Then by high school, I was singing in R&B.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So eventually I couldn't get nobody to produce me, so I became a producer. Couldn't get nobody to engineer me because I ain't had the money for it, so I learned how to engineer. You know what I'm saying? So that's what ultimately turned me into an ultimate hit maker. Like, I produce all genres of music, you know, as well. You know, so I'm just a hit maker in general.
So a jack of all trades, basically, huh?
No, master of all trades.
Master of all trades. There you go.
Yeah, I mastered the mastery of this shit.
Yeah. So what was it like being in an R&B group? You said during high school, right?
Yep. We had a strong situation out in Michigan. I started out in Job Corps. You know, dropped out of high school. You know, highly ranked playing football. To the point to where I was out shooting dice or selling drugs, and there'd be scouts at my school, you know, then the teachers would be acting like, you know, I was sick or something because they really was rooting for me. It got to the point where they brought Toby Keith from the Rams, you know. I'm sure he'll remember this, but if he see this, him and Isaac Bruce, and when they won the Super Bowl, brought him to my school, and, you know, was like, they literally talked to me, man, and was trying to, you know, tell me I need to get in, you know. But them streets just kept calling me, man. You know, my gal at the time was in her 30s, and when I was in high school, you know, we lived together. She making $90,000 a year, I'm making money in the streets. So you really couldn't tell me nothing. So it got to the point where I switched that up, though. Went back to Job Corps.
Okay.
You know, to get back on my path of music or football. Got hung up singing with an R&B group called Universoul. The late, great Tony, one of my partners, another one of my partners, KP. Everybody that knows us and heard us sing, they know who we are. But, you know, that's why I started doing a lot of my writing and vocal arranging, you know, with my group then. So that's how I learned how to become a writer and a vocal producer. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
And were you guys dropping music too, like releasing it?
Yeah, well, we almost got to that point, man. We had a situation that, for whatever reason, fell apart, so it didn't work out. So the label called me back to try to rap but I chose not to deal with them because they broke me up with my partners. Like, they got them to basically kind of turn them against me a little bit, so I was sour about that. So I went my own way, started rapping.
Okay.
Then, like I say, I couldn't get a producer, so I started making beats and vice versa, you know. Yeah.
And who would you list as some of your musical influences?
Oh man, you know, man, we got to go back to some of the greats, man. Like, they don't make great artists like they used to, like Michael Jackson's and, you know, Luther Vandross's, and it's so many, bro. It's, you know, I really admire every great that struggled to do, because now that I see what it takes to struggle to actually make it in this, man, you know, I can respect the hustle, you know what I'm saying, even more. But I have appreciation. That's how I'm able to produce all genres, because I can literally sit and hear 5 or 6 of any type of music and understand why they call it what they call it. The cadences of the drums, it's all the same keys, just different types of instruments, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, me just mastering that, you know, yeah, I'm very open-minded. I'm more so like Unique now. Unique is like the new dope, you know? That's why I did what I did and invented my sound, which is Bluegrap, AKA trap grass. I mix bluegrass country with trap. And if you know, bluegrass really don't have drums, they more so clog, you know, with the clog. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a clogging instrument pad where they can clog on it and they can add to the music. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna invent something like, remember, you keep this on. But yeah, man.
So how did you end up inventing, you know, blue rap?
So I did my research. I'm a researcher, you know what I'm saying? And I saw that you had an artist called Alison Krauss in bluegrass. She got the most female with the most Grammys, you know, at the time. And because, you know, I was getting into the country rap space. I saw an opportunity to create, you know, a whole lane, to pioneer a new. I never really wanted to be an artist. I was just been producing a lot of major artists, you know what I mean? But I saw an opportunity to pioneer a whole new lane of music, right? So in doing my research, like, okay, how am I gonna approach this? Because country was one of my favorite genres to do and most easiest. So I just dug deep. I saw she had the most Grammys, and I looked into why. It's because she was in the bluegrass lane, and you hardly have any competition in that lane, you know what I mean? So in my genius thinking, I'm like, you know, that's where we gonna go with it, you know? So I had to develop. When I first went to Nashville, I brought a bluegrass band in, right? And I told them, I said, look, they was like, you got sheet music? And I was like, hell no. I said, I got some weed and I got some liquor. Y'all just start getting high. I'm finna start making some drums and y'all just fuck with y'all shit, you know, while I mess around, right? And I would call them over one at a time and piece it together, piece it together. By the end of the night, listen, bro, we was in Nashville in a cabin, bro, in the middle of the woods that had hundreds of thousands of dollars of outboard gear, like SSLs and all kind of mics. I had a banjo player, mandolin, pedal steel guitar, harmonica. We just, by the time they got the stuff in their system, drinking or whatever they was doing, they was in there kicking it. And I done pieced him, you come here, you come here. Man, by the end of that night, man, I had them hopping around their house. I'm excited, like, wow. So, yeah, man, we a lot of my stuff is banjo based.
Okay.
But, you know, yeah, man, I got some fun music that y'all definitely gonna enjoy for sure.
What was the first song that you released under this new genre then? Was it country blues or did you have?
It was definitely country blues. Yeah.
I saw that did really well online too.
Yeah, it did okay. For actually no marketing, no pushing, you know.
I saw a couple 100,000 views. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I got a few million on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, it was cool, you know.
What's the reaction when you first put it out there? Like, did people understand it or?
Yeah, actually they did, man. It's a Southern Soul artist, which I don't know if you're familiar with Southern Soul. That's another lane of country, but he's one of the pioneers of that lane. I think he was the first artist to get a platinum plaque in that lane. But he told me, you know, when I did it, he was like, man, hey, you was a genius when you did that. And see, I would be around making stuff, and he would be ignoring me all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'd be trying to get his attention, you know what I mean? But, you know, because he's a musical genius. So once he told me that, yeah, I just rolled with it, man, since like 2015.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're jumping on this new wave of country rap that's going on.
Man,
You've been doing this.
Yeah, I'm a part of the reason a lot of these cats, you know, doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally seeing in cats that I know, and I'm watching them morph to the, you know, to the fly. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it, but I'm loving it. That's a part of pioneering a new lane. You can't have a negative mindset or look at it in a negative light. You know what I'm saying? So, but it would be cool just to keep it real, you know, and be like sometime like, yo, man, you inspired me. Like I do it all the time. I don't hold. If I see a cat, artist, producer, and I saw something, he inspired me, I give him his, you know, his flowers, man. That's just keeping it 100, man.
Yeah. Going back to your producing, talk about some of these major artists that you worked with, man, because your placements list looks pretty crazy.
I had a record with Music Soul Child and Earth's Verse. A lot of folks, man. Young Jock, a record called Moving and Grooving Online. Vito, I think his last album, Love Language. And actually, he wrote that song for Chris Brown.
Oh, wow.
Chris Brown cut the record, right? It was supposed to be a single, but for some reason it didn't work out. I don't know what that was, but then I guess, you know, when it didn't work out, it ended up on the movie called She-Ball. Yeah, if you listen to watch the movie She-Ball, it's on the part where they sitting at the dinner table talking. So, yeah, we ended up seeing that, but, you know, man, we all got love for Chris, so we ain't pressed the issue on it because, you know, we didn't know nothing about that, you know, to be honest about it, but it's all love. You know, we ain't tripping, man, you know. We just keep it moving like some players, man.
Yeah. And you've been living here in Atlanta for what, 15 years now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I love it. I love it, man. And it just added to my country, you know. Like I say, we known for our country grammar and being country. Because I had an uncle that used to pull up on the horse, man, like, you know, all the time. And, you know, if I'm a little boy and it's a horse, you know what I'm saying? He rode bulls. And so he would take me. And so that's how I got introduced, you know, to the rodeo, to, you know, at an early age. So I was definitely interested, you know, and so it had, you know, this whole thing been in me, you know, for a long time. But like I say, man, a lot of people country people segregating themselves, you know what I mean? You know, man, your country ain't, you know, this, and your country different. And no, we the real country because we ride the horses. We the real country because we, you know, you got some country folks ain't never been on a farm that's country as hell, that'll still kill a raccoon or a squirrel in the back and go fried. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different parts, you know, or just riding you know, in your whip with 30-inch rims, that's country as hell. You know, it's just different. So I'm here to bridge the gap on all this, man, because all of it is a part of me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's in me, not on me.
I dig it, man.
Yeah.
And you got the new situation with 15 on 1. How did this come about, man?
Yeah, man. So we got together, and I was working with Lil CEO, which is, man, he's a phenomenal artist, bro. When I say the sky's the limit for him, you know, it's LUH-CEO, Lil CEO, that's my guy. But we did like 40 records, and we had a chance to build, and man, I was honored, man, to be able to work with Carl, because, I see what it really is. A lot of these artists don't be wanting to, you know what I mean, like, pay homage to the people that get them where they going. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we locked in for life, bro. You changed my life and helped me take care of my family. We gonna eat, bro. You feel me? So we gonna work it out. But with a lot of people, sometimes they have their own personal, agendas. But I know the value of a team, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like bro is one of the hardest working CEOs, and he's passionate about breaking his artists. You know what I'm saying? So, he deserves to, for y'all to stay partners and do whatever, and ride it out. You feel what I'm saying? So, we building though. This is our first song, that we putting out, and we making it do what it do.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was just motivating in itself that he even wanted to, fuck with you on this shit too.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like no doubt, man. On top of that, I'm finna provide the label with them hits, bro. I'm him, for real.
So the first singles just dropped, Giddy Up, man.
Yeah.
Talk about the inspiration when you made this one.
Man, when I really sit down, like I told you, I sit down and listen to what it is I'm trying to do, right? And I got into the zone of Hick-Hop, right? So, I don't know if you're familiar, but it's a label called Average Joe Records in Nashville. Definitely want to pay homage to them because they kind of set it off with the whole Hick-Hop lane on the country rap thing. And, I saw back in 2015, they was making like $300 million a year. Oh man, so I'm like, man, hell, I said Hick-Hop, and I ain't never, heard of this. You feel what I'm saying? And it's still to this day, it's a lot of people having, because they really kind of stay on their circuit in their cult following, but I wanted to take it mainstream. You know what I mean? That was my goal of developing what I developed, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to be a genius, because so many artists I done tried to develop and build, we don't want to listen. So I said I'd do it myself this time, you know what I mean? And, I saw they was making that kind of money, and I heard the sound, and I knew I could develop a way bigger, more commercial sound. So I was the one that took that risk at the time to take that country rap, music, with the banjos, with the acoustic guitars, and really, really take it there, because I really know how to produce country, and I really know how to produce urban, you know what I mean? So my mix was more raw. And it's a lot of people I know I done played my music for. I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? And immediately after, they was willing to be more risky with the commercialness, put the auto-tune into the real countryside of the, So, yeah, man, I feel like, what's your boy? I feel like Soulja Boy, man. I was the first, man. No, I'm just talking.
And talk about the feedback, because it looked like fans really messing with this song too, man.
Yeah, man. Man. Hey, these country folks ain't playing right now, bro. The country coming out of everybody, man. These folks line dancing it's 4 new line dance crews being built every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So they ready for the trail rides this year, man. And shout out to my boy Tony Almighty, who's a major Southern Soul artist, man. He got we got a record called Trail Ride, man. That's gonna be awesome. He just signed to Death Row Records, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How'd that connection happen with you guys?
Well, man, you know, on the countryside, which on the Southern Soul and on the, you know, the traditional countryside, I say, like the Nashville side of things, like it's just more real. Like you'll go to Nashville and see a Jelly Roll just walking down the strip. You know, Toby Keith, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? You know, so same thing on the Southern Soul side. And let me explain this Southern Soul thing, right? So in the traditional countryside, what they did was took the soul out of it, right? And it was like, if your stuff wasn't boring and all, you know, all like that, it's like it ain't real country, right? So what we did, black people specifically, we went and we pioneered a lane, you know, called Southern Soul, right? And it done blew so big now, you know what I mean, right? With the line dancing and, you know, them guys been hustling for years to build and develop the fan base for this lane, you know. You know, it's you just Google Southern Soul, man, and YouTube, it'll come up. There's a lot of them, but you know, it's like I say, Sir Charles Jones was one of them. You got Pokey Bear, you got TK Soul, you got Sky Wadley. These guys, man, they working, and it's like the fan base done got so big over here now. Now you done had artists from Atlanta like Blanco Brown, who done set the bar going #1, you know, but this was even after Lil Nas X. He didn't solidify the lane, he just had a country song. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to solidify the lane on a major level, you know what I mean? But, you know, that record grossed over $1 billion, the Old Town Road. People like, oh man, he got you, man. No, bro, he proved my point. This is genius.
Yeah, there's a lane for this shit.
He grossed $1 billion on a single, bro. Because you got all lanes. You got the urban, you got the country, which country is one of the top money-making lanes, but it's been locked in. Then Blanco Brown came behind him, went #1 with his record, you know. You know, it was people like that that broke. Then now Beyoncé then came, Shea Boozy, you know, and Beyoncé done really locked it in by getting that Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Beyonce, love you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I understood everything you said in that halftime show. She was not playing. But yeah, man, so just overall, man, country it's family, bro. And really us as humanity, we should be moving as a family in all races. I know country Chinese cats, bro. You got horse riding. If it ain't no car in the country, they got horses.
It's very true.
Period. Yeah, so to all my horse riders, giddy up, baby. Y'all better, I know y'all supporting it now.
And talk about the animated video you got for Giddy Up too.
Okay, so that's my cartoon. I just want to start teasing and promoting. We got some skits coming. It's promoting a cartoon called Skeatur Toonz. Basically, you got baby Skeeter and Skeatur Jr. You know, when I go on tour at Skeeter, I drop them off in the city at their granny house where I'm from, and they take all the city kids out to the country where we've been living, you know what I mean, and educate them about country, about chickens, horses, rodeo, fishing, mud, and you know, a lot of different aspects, and just keeping it fun and showing how the city and the country is merging. how we coming out the sticks to go into the city, and because I'm him on both sides. You know what I mean? So
this is going to turn into like a full series of cartoons then?
yes, sir, it is.
That's dope,
yes, sir, it is. We basically done developed the first season.
Okay.
Slowly building, but it's 3D animation, so it's the first 3D animation black country cartoon of its kind.
That's hard right there.
Yep.
So how do we follow up? Is it another single? Is it a project? Like, what should fans expect from you next?
Oh man, yeah, I'm the hit maker, so I definitely got some bangers coming. I got a record with Blanco Brown and Nappy Roots. That's gonna be huge. I did a rendition of Bartender,
Okay.
which, hopefully I can get T-Pain on it. That's my goal. And then I have another record called Ain't Country. That's gonna be the third one. That's gonna be, I ain't gonna even tell you who on that one.
Are these all self-produced songs, by the way, too, or you been working with other producers? also?
Yeah, self-produced but co-produced as well. Yeah, but for my stuff, I want it a certain way, so I just take elements, and put together what I want to put together. But I have a production team, actually.
Okay.
Some hard hitters, and plus we all make up a band as well.
Oh, that's dope right there.
Yeah.
And what's your creative process like? Do you write all of your songs? Do you punch in? Do you just freestyle off the top, or both? Or?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, both, man. Just lock in, man. It's all about energy, bro. When we record, we basically capturing our energy at that moment. So more than anything, I tell artists when I work with them, make sure you feel good right now, or feel the pain that you want to feel, because, for the rest of forever, this moment will be captured. And how you feel right now is how people gonna feel when they listen to this music. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How many cowboy hats do you own?
Oh man, I got a baby fleet. I would like for it to get bigger though. Yeah. Actually, I'm in development of my own.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nice. I got a clothing line called Country Boy Drip. And yeah, I'm developing some real high-end pieces. You might have gator skin boots with the same marking and the same skin on the jeans suit, on the hat, bandana to match. A lot of traditional country hasn't been fly, so I'm gonna mix the two again, like I did in the music. I'm gonna do it in the clothing. Real gold tips.
Okay.
Real diamond dust on the lady boots. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's got a lot of potential right there.
Oh yeah, man. Sparkly, dazzly jean suits. Yeah, man, we ain't playing.
What's some goals we got set for 2025, Skeeter?
Man, first and foremost, man, we're gonna giddy up. Yeah, that's the goal, man, is to giddy up. We need it up, and up out of here. But other than that, man, just want to connect and continue to, man, grow with these fans, because there's a lot of phenomenal people I'm meeting, man, kids, grown up. Like I said, my music is for the family. It's for the whole family. It's for the family reunion when we dancing and having a good time. And that's my goal, man. Spread some joy, spread some good energy, a little knowledge, meet some great people, be a blessing to as many people as possible.
I dig that, man.
The real country boy way.
Yeah. Go ahead and plug your social media so everyone knows where to follow you at, too.
All right, man. It's Skeatur. Again, Skeatur. It's the only one online spelled like it on all platforms.
Okay.
Simple. And also my website is www.skeaturjones.com. It's just kind of up right now, but I have some merch on it within the next week.
Okay. And you got any shout outs you want to give before you wrap it up?
Man, I want to definitely want to shout out to everybody, man, on this small country circuit that's trying to, lift this music and really get this urban country music to another level. You know what I mean? Definitely want to shout out 1501, the whole entire staff. I want to my team. They know who they are. They all silent killers. They don't even want me saying the names like that, man. But my family, my kids, God, yeah, man. Pretty Boy Farms. Yeah, that's it, man.
Boy, you know I'm country. Giddy up. If you ain't talking about the money, giddy up. My little country vibe know how to